This better be our little secret.
I'll smash your effing face in.
If you tell anybody that I just did that, I'll kill you.
I was more aware of my mother being abused more than I was aware of myself.
I'll smash your teeth in, I'll smash your head in.
If we left, I'm going to kill you.
Bastard's dead and he still has power over me.
Learn to do stuff for myself and learn not to ask.
He was a hunter and I knew he had guns. And he used to tell me all the time it would take nothing.
I brought you into this world and I can take you out.
The concept of a Child Advocacy Centre is based on the simple premise that you would bring all of the different disciplines who are involved in responding to child abuse to a single operational site.
To me, this whole facility is to deal with victims, how the victims are treated and what we can do for the victim, for their future.
He would change. His eyes would change color, and you could see a physical change in him, and he would like
Snap.
Yeah, it would be like a snap. And I was terrified. I got goosebumps just thinking about it.
Basically, I was left in the care of people that my parents trusted to look after me while they worked. And it was the husband that started abusing me. And I think it started, well, therapist tells me it started well beyond my recollection. And it went on for several years, probably until the age of 10.
You never knew if and when it would happen. So what I learned to do was just stay as far away as I could from him. And the safest time to come downstairs would be if he was watching a really good TV show or a movie, you know, where he was engrossed, and yeah, so that was safety.
He tried to run us over with a car. Like, I don't remember even why it started. I just remember running into the forest and running. And then I stepped on like a prickly bush, and I can remember like the feeling of stepping on that prickly bush, and then we ran into the woods. I can't remember not being afraid of him.
The boy that did it to him, who I'll call a boy, was 18. He was in his final year of high school. He lived in the neighborhood. He knew all the kids. He was like the big brother. It changes who they are forever. And they never get that innocence back again.
I definitely knew it was wrong. But when you're scared to death to even breathe, I mean, what are you going to do? I would go to bed at night and sleep in layers of clothes. Layers and layers, lock my door. Nothing worked.
And we have a duty and an inherent ethical responsibility to ease their way as much as we can. They've already been through it. So bringing them in here has to be their first step to recovery.
Sexual abuse is something that a child has to bear for the rest of their life. You know, they take away their innocence by someone who they trusted.
Well, for the longest time, this was normal. And, you know, he had feelings for me. And teaching me, that sort of thing.
He didn't understand why I didn't know. If it was wrong, why didn't I know? And I said to him, but you didn't tell me.
But I was terrified to let my parents know because they were actually good friends of our family. I was bright enough to know that, boy, once this gets out, it's Pandora's box.
Yeah, you feel dirty. You wash, it never goes away. Never. You think everybody knows? They look at you differently.
I made up a list of all the verbal abuse, and it covered, I think, 8 pages front and back, top to bottom, and that's what I could remember.
I can't think of my father without smelling him and hearing his breathing. You're not supposed to have memories like that. You're supposed to be able to think of your parents and have happy thoughts and good memories.
I do feel angry that I was robbed of so much, and I often wonder what a normal life would have been like.
For my self-esteem, the constant verbal abuse almost destroyed it, and at the time it felt like it destroyed my sense of self.
In the case of the Child Advocacy Centre, is how the authorities respond to that plays a huge part as to whether or not the victim can ever reconcile and resolve that experience. That's our piece of it.
This way, you have the pedophile convicted and off the streets. You have the child in therapy and getting his childhood back again, and everybody's better for it. Everybody.
If there was something in place back then, our lives would have been completely different. Our kids' lives would have been completely different. And it's going to affect our grandchildren when our grandchildren come along, because of the way our kids were raised.
If somebody would have come into my school and talked about a place like this, I'm sure I would have come forward and disclosed. It takes an incredible amount of courage to talk about something like that, so you better do something about it.
Can't help but be inspired. You know, every time you see a child here, you have to be inspired by it, to know that this is a starting point, hopefully, for a change for them.
It's like you're free. It's like freedom, and that's what it actually is you're breaking away and you're free.
It never would have happened and never would have come to fruition without the support of the community. It cannot continue to exist without the support of the community.